everyone. Welcome to another episode of Listen at Lunch. I'm a little behind today, catching up from a most wonderful, relaxing weekend where I was completely off the grid. And I mean completely. I can't remember when I've had a weekend where I've just pretty much done nothing and felt so good about it. So now I'm back and I am happy and ready to get back into stamping. And so I've got my coffee, and today we're going to talk about more about the Designer Series paper sale that we have going on. And it is something that you definitely don't want to miss out on. Our Designer Series papers, not the specialties, but our Designer Series papers are 15% off this month through October 31st, and we have lots to choose from. So I'm going to show you these briefly. I'll save this one for last because this is what we're working with today. Friday we used the Playing with Patterns, which has so many options here. We have the Forever Greenery, which is, my favorite color is green. But I tell you what, I never would have thought to put these shades of green together. And it just flows. This is an absolutely gorgeous set of Designer Series papers, and I will be focusing on this one for one of my episodes coming up. This is the Peony Garden. These are beautiful because not only are they somewhat feminine, I hope I said that right, and very soft, but there's some masculine or just generic papers in here that are absolutely gorgeous as well. So needless to say, the gray granite and basic gray are colors that that's a great neutral color that you can mix with any other colors. So that's really pretty. This is one of the this is one of the color family assortments. So this is just the in color for 2020 to 2022, and we have Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, or Marvelous Magenta. What I was thinking there. And Misty Moonlight. We also have these in the color families, the Bold Brights, the Neutrals, the Regals, and the Subtles, as well as the 2019-2021 in colors. So just so you know, but these are the patterns that you'll get in each of those. So if you like sticking to a color family, these are a lot of fun too. So these are on sale. So these normally are $11.50 and now they're $9.78. You want to stock up on these papers because I'm going to show you how versatile and how quick we can make some really pretty cards using the Designer Series papers that are on sale. This is the Playful Pets. It has cats and dogs, and it is so fun. It is so fun. And very colorful too. I love it. Okay, Flowers for Every Season. I like this one because, get it under there. I like this one because there are some plain patterns that you can use, so you don't have to be flower frills the entire time. And this one is also a 6x6 pack, so you're getting a ton of designs. 12 different designs, 4 sheets of each design. Hi, Lou. Hi, Jennifer. Yay, you're on live. That's awesome. All right. Okay, Whale of a Time is another DSP. That's a 6x6, and it is really fun. Again, some neutral bases that you could really use, and then lots of fishy. This is so pretty. That is so pretty. So I'll probably be focusing on this set for one of our episodes as well, because it is a lot of fun and it's very colorful. Very pretty. Whale of a Time. Woo! Artistry Blooms is a 12x12 that's on sale. These are very pretty neutral colors. Not neutral colors, I'm sorry. Kind of neutral patterns is what I'm trying to say. Lots of pretty colors on this one. Wow, yeah. Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral. I don't even have a Calypso Coral on here. I missed it. Coastal Cabana. Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Gorgeous Grape, Garden Green, Magenta Madness, Mango Melody, Night of Navy, Melon Mambo, Rich Razzleberry, and Whisper White. I am missing the Calypso Coral color. Huh, shame on me. This is a fun pack of papers if you want something bright and pretty neutral in the pattern base. And today we're working on In Good Taste, which, you know, you hear me say this a lot of times. It's well, a thought just left my mind too. It's so versatile and the ideas are limitless. That's what I was going to tell you. Because these are just great patterns. They're not just wood. You've got some weaves in here. You've got some brick. You've got some, what do you call these? Diagonals? Hexagons? That's what it is. Hexagons. Wow, I need more coffee. I'm a little too relaxed now. These, well, see, I'm not going to be able to tell you what that is either. You know when you, not spackling, is it? I don't know. But these are all great patterns. And again, most of these are neutral that you can mix up, mix match with any other colors. So you're not necessarily limited to the basic gray, early espresso, gray granite, smoky slate, night of navy, rococo rose, petal pink, vanilla, and white. But I'm going to show you a really simple card. I saw this online and I said, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And it really uses kind of a scrap piece of the In Good Taste. So the first card I'm going to show you is a lot of fun. So we're using the In Good Taste. I've got this neutral, kind of a vanilla-y, but when I put it up to vanilla, it wasn't quite vanilla. It was more of kind of a cream color. And on the back is a wood panel type, but simple scrap. I'm using Crumb Cake as my card base, and you'll see I didn't score it in half. This is 5.5 by 8.5, so it's considered a hamburger fold. So I'm going to be using my scoring tool today. And while I'm right here with the scoring tool, I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. I'm pretty sure you can see where I'm scoring. I'm going to score this at 4 1/4, and I'm just going to leave it there. And this piece is 1 3/4 by 5.5, so it's going to go straight across. So we're going to fold our card like this. I'll go ahead and crisply use my bone folder and kind of get it crisp fold. But I'm going to open it back up again. And you're going to see where the 4 1/4 is. And I'm going to take my Multipurpose liquid glue, which I love for designer series papers. And I'm just going to put this scrap piece, and I haven't made one of these before, but I know it's going to turn out great. I just saw this sketch and thought, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So I don't think there's an up or down to this pattern, so I'm going to go this way. While I've got it in my score pal, you can see the measurements up at the top, and I'm going to put it, I'm going to take it up 3/4 of an inch. See where I'm putting it? I'm placing this perfectly on my card base, I'm hoping. And you can line up the little grid lines here to see that you've got it pretty much perfectly centered. And with the Multipurpose liquid glue, you can move it around a little bit. Okay, so yeah. All right, so there we have it. Next, I'm going to put it back down, and I'm going to take my scoring tool. Watch this. I'm going to go 2 notches underneath, and I'm going to score it just to give it some texture. And then I'm going to go 2 notches on top just to give it some texture. Now you could probably do this on your paper trimmer too, not just on your scoring tool, but I love my scoring tool. Don't know why. I guess because it's a darker background, it's easier for me to see. But now I have just done some score lines. I hope you can see that okay. Let me scroll back up. Ooh. All right, so I have some pretty score lines there. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it aside. And I'm going to stamp. And I have decided to use a really simple stamp from the Blossoms and Blooms. I looked through all my stamps and thought, okay, I want it to be a straight across little stamp. And I'm hoping that shows up well. Because if it doesn't, I should turn it over and use this side. You could have scored first, but I'm not too good at that, you know, putting it together. So I think this is going to be fine. I could go back and score it the other way too. So it would push out and it might show more. Anyway, we're using the Blossoms and Bloom stamp set. And I think I just, yep, totally. This is like a Monday for me, okay? Thanks for hanging. Okay, and I'm going to use the Happy Birthday stamp set. It's a photopolymer stamp set I love. And here are a couple of the matching dies. There's the other ones. So if you wanted to get the bundle for this, this is a gorgeous bundle. But I wanted to use the Happy Birthday. So because it's a long stamp, let me show you something. If you know, when you go to mount a stamp, you want to mount it straight on your block, and sometimes you hold it down and you might twist it. See? Yep, you might twist it. So here's a good way to mount your stamp. Just lay it down, just so you can read it. Just lay it down flat, let it sit there, and take your block right to your stamp. And there, it's straight. It's not all wiggly lined like I normally have. So there's a little tip for you. All right, then I'm going to take the Cajun Craze ink. Totally turned it upside down. And then I'm going to just stamp up here above the score lines, hoping I'm straight. My name is Keri. My name is Keri. My name is Keri. And voila. So now we have this very super simple card using In Good Taste, pretty much a scrap sheet of In Good Taste. We've done a little scoring, but how simple is that? And if you wanted to, you could sponge the edges, but I love the simplicity of this. So this is our first card. Pretty basic, but I thought it was really cool. So I wanted to share it with you. And I hope you can see those score lines in there. You can kind of see them. So I probably should have done it the opposite way because it would be more defined. So I could actually, yeah, if we did it that way, it might have been more defined. But, oh well, I like it anyway. So there's our first card. All right. I'm going to do another card with you. We're going to step it up just a little bit using the In Good Taste. But again, I want you to see how versatile it is. So with this one, I've chosen a Night of Navy background, and I've already scored it. This is a hot dog fold. It's 11 inches by 4 1/4. So I'm just going to fold this over and use my bone folder. Yes, I still have my true dog bone folder. All right. And then I also have, oh, that wouldn't be bad. That's a pretty pattern too, but I think I want to do this spackle because this spackle, and I hope I'm saying that right, kind of has brings out the Night of Navy. So one of the things that I'm going to do, I'm using the By the Dock stamp set because I want to stamp this phrase, "Thank you for making a difference in my life." All right, now I'm not really sure I like this directly on the Night of Navy. I want to soften it just a little. So I cut a piece of Seaside Spray and I'm going to mount this on the Seaside spray. And again, because it's a tight little, you know, it's cut so close to the Designer Series paper, I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue so I can move it around and be happy with the placement, rather than tape where I've got to lift it up and it curls the corners and might rough up the paper. Don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to mount this right on the paper. This is Seaside spray. Oh gosh, that's pretty good. There we go. So it just gives it a hint of color in the background, and I kind of like that. And then we're going to mount that right on top of our card base. Which way? This way, I guess. But before we do that, I think I'm going to tie some ribbon around it. Some linen thread. And I haven't made this yet either, so this is going to be an original. Well, let's go ahead and stamp first. That's what we'll do. All right, I have a scrap sheet of white, Whisper White cardstock. Just going to go fine on there. And I'm going, because it's red rubber, I don't need my foam mat. This is the Thank You for Making a Difference in My Life. I'm going to stamp it in Night of Navy. We could stamp it in Seaside Spray too. Let's see which one we like best. So let's stamp it in Seaside Spray first. I have my stamp and scrub here. I have a feeling I'm going to like the Night of Navy. I think this is going to be too light. My name is Keri. My name is Keri. My name is Keri. Yeah. We're going to go Night of Navy. So even though the Night of Navy is a darker color, I'm going to clean this off so I kind of don't mud it up. And Night of Navy it is. My name is Keri. My name is Keri. My name is Keri. Straight back up. Oh, yeah. Very, very nice. Yep. Okay, and next I'm going to take my 2-inch circle punch, which I think is just perfect, and I'm going to punch this out. See, this is going to be another simple card. It's just stepped up a couple notches because I've mounted my Designer Series paper on another color cardstock. I'm using a punch. Let's see. Well, let's not close this up. Maybe we should do a little sponging. Soften it up. Shall we? Yeah, why not? Let's see how that goes. Let's sponge it. I just so happen to have a sponge here. Just feeling so brave today. All right, so I have a little wedge of a sponge. I put it in the Seaside spray. Probably have more than I need. And let's just soften the edges on this. Sponge it around. So it just gives it a little definition around the edges of this circle. And again, just softens it a little bit. And I kind of like to soften. Yeah, that's going to look great. Okay, good deal. All right, so we'll figure out where we want to place this. And I think I just want to place it kind of off center. Don't like to be too perfect here, but you could put it anywhere. Down below, up above, in the center. I think I want to cover up that one piece of that one blotch. So I think I kind of want to put it right there. All right, and before I do that, I'm bringing in my linen thread, and I'm going to tie some linen thread around this. Oh, usually I tie something. All right, let's do that. I'm going to cut it so that I can tie like a knot on it, because I don't want to tie a bow. And that way I can move my bow around. So put it like this. Where's my, and I want to do two. Let's do that. Let's do, don't know why. I probably should have just, probably should have just wrapped it around twice, but dare to be different. All right, let's see if we can get this rolling here. I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus for my ribbon. Oh, totally off there. Holy cow. Wow. Thank goodness I can just fold that over. Gosh. My vision's wonky. Let's try that again. Okay, that's better. Still not great. Maybe I should go this way so I can see better. See, I learn things too when I'm stamping. All right, let's make sure these are all off the edges. Wow. Okay, then I'm going to take these two strands, wrap them around so that they're caught on the back with that Stampin' Seal. It's pretty even. Let's just go over the top of those two. Make them stay. Well, that didn't work too well. All right, that should work fine. Now I'm going to put that on my card front. Make sure this is right side up. It's for Cindy and Lou. Cindy and Luann. Okay, there we got it. And Lisa too. Okay, it's down good. All right, then I'm going to take some dimensionals. And I'm going to put those on the top and bottom over the top of the, so that the linen thread doesn't get caught on it. I'm going to pop that on. There we go. Let's tie a knot here. Not sure I don't need to, tie it upside down because it's not a bow. Maybe I should tie two. Haha. I'm really going outside the box today for me. Okay, now I've tied two, and I can move it just about wherever I want, which right there is pretty good. And we'll cut it down a little bit. Okay, and we're not done. You know why? Who can tell me why we're not done with this card yet? Looks very pretty, doesn't it? I like it a lot. I think I'm going to move that closer over. Draw the attention to the verse, the sentiment, because I really like that sentiment. You know just who I'm going to send that to? Well, I have a lot of people I could send that to, because You guys all touch my life, really. I'm not fooling. Hey, Dawn. Thanks for joining. Okay, the reason we're not done is you can't have a card Night at Navy and be able to write in this unless you have a white chalk marker. So I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White that I cut down to fit in there, and I'm going to mount that on the inside. That's why we're not done. But this is a super simple card. And before I do that, hey, since we're in the mood of sponging, let's just sponge this baby. I want to spend a little more time with you. Okay, so we're going to sponge all around because we're just going to soften this again. I like soft. It's okay that you're not perfect around the edges, because like a quilt, your card should not be absolutely perfect. Almost done here. And let's just say I have lots more card samples to show you using the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. Voila. All right, that looks really pretty. I like it. Okay, throw that sponge in there, get this ink out of the way. And let's just take, now we can use regular Stampin' Seal. We don't need the super size, the super strong adhesive, which is the Stampin' Seal Plus, which I absolutely love. Got it to work. I did a demonstration a couple weeks ago, and it was embarrassing because I couldn't get my tape to work, but it was like, well, just like live. You know, I'm real. All right, we're going to mount this on the inside. And now we have a beautiful, really simple card. You don't have to, you know, use the accent color. You don't have to do the sponging. You could just plop your, not plop, that was not a right word. You could just place your Designer Series paper right on your cardstock, and it would be just as pretty. But I wanted to show you a couple different really super simple samples of cards. I'm going to have to do something with this because I'm not happy with how it's not showing up. So I think I might take a marker and kind of go in those lines maybe. We'll see how that works. And I'll show you in the end. But I like it. And this In Good Taste paper is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. So you need to order your papers this month on my online store, keriout.stampinup.net. I'll put it on my post in the description because you definitely want to get. This is a bigger pack of Designer Series paper. Am I prepared to tell you what the price is? Yes. Normally it's $21 and it is now, hang on. It is now $17.85. So it is of great value even at $21 because you get 24 sheets in this pack of all these gorgeous designs. So be sure to go on my store and order this and all the rest of your Designer Series papers while they're on sale. Such a deal. All right. Well, I appreciate you joining me today. Oh, no, I'm going to show you some more. Holy cow. See, I had such a relaxing weekend. I forgot how to do this stuff. All right, here's a really pretty card made by Jenna Carr. And I believe this is from Mini Mates stamp set, Just Thinking of You. And this is the Rococo Rose Designer Series paper. This one is really pretty. Another simple idea, which is kind of where I was inspired to do this one. I can't remember where or who did this one. I apologize. But another very simple and Tasteful Touches is the stamp set that they used for this one. This one is so beautiful. This is Jennifer Merle Hampshire. And this just has an accent of the Designer Series paper. And then she embossed vellum here with the tasteful textures and put it behind. And she also stamped on the designer series paper as well. How pretty is that? This one is super cool. I love this one. Here's one made with the Night of Navies. And this is also made with the tasteful, or stamped with the Tasteful Touches stamp set. So pretty. This one's Joey Hartman. She does really good work too. This one's one I made on a takeoff from Brian King. Super simple, right? And it uses those faceted gems that I really like a lot. Here's one that I've showed you before. This one is a pocket card. But look at how it uses the designer series paper here. Isn't that pretty? And it pretty much matches up too because we cut it that way. So that's really pretty. And then the last one is a card I just got in the mail from Rhonda. And this is a thank you card. This is using the In Good Taste paper. And look how pretty. The Love of Leaves stamp set and dies. So, so pretty. So that's today's episode. In Good Taste. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you. And I look forward to stamping with you soon. Yeah, either in person or on Zoom. Because I need you guys. I miss you. All right, everyone have a wonderful, wonderful week. We'll see you back here on Friday. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me because it's time. And while I'm on that subject, you know, when you're a demonstrator on my team, you can be a happy shopper. You don't have to be a business person. You know, there are tons of training that you can glean on. There are tons of ideas and resources for being a demonstrator, and you can take it to the level that you want to. We can get you there. My team is so fun, and the reason that I'm pointing this out is, once again, what the value of being on my team is enormous. Not only are we great people, but you know, when you go to order your products, not only do you get a 20% off your products with this designer series paper sale, you're going to get an additional 15% off. So you're going to get 35% off this paper. That is way cool. So it's just of great value all around to be on my team. Okay. Everyone, take good care, and we'll see you soon, I hope. Stay well and be blessed.